Alright guys, welcome back. So let's have a look at Circle. So this is a daily chart of the stock. Stock is down 15% today. And as we were talking about this one yesterday, somewhere around here, I was talking about the potential of 5-day acting as a support. So let's take a look at that before we talk about anything else. So yes, yesterday I think I talked about this one saying that, yeah, it can stay with a large volatile range, and you don't want to be betting the farm on this one, trying to top tick this name. And previous day somewhere around here saying that if you're gonna chase it, you're gonna end up holding the bag. So now we have some more, like, couple gaps that needs to fill. But first of all, 5-day moving average that I mentioned yesterday. Yes, this is acting as a support. As long as this level holds, I'll be watching this name level as a support. As soon as 5-day SMA breaches and stock trades below 5-day SMA, I will be bearish. But I already have a position. Yesterday, I was disclosing right here saying that I have a $1,000 put spread for this week. If it expires worthless, that's fine because it's way too far at like 175. So here's what I'm watching. If this stock doesn't hold this level of 5-day moving average at the moment, 214, I'm watching after market close. Even today, close to the market close, it bounced off of these like 217 levels. But if we switch to a daily chart, you'll see that it had a gap from 200 to all the way to these 230, but it didn't fill it as quite. So it pretty much came as low as 205, but then just went crazy. And then we have gap down below right here at 133 to like what's the level? 143, and then we have a gap from $83 levels after going public at 96 as well. So I think those levels will get filled at some point. That's why I'm pretty much saying the title $83. But again, it doesn't have to happen tomorrow or in a month. But eventually, I believe those gaps will get filled. So here's another thing I want to walk. Of course, I shared it for members, this chart as well, but I'm gonna walk you guys through on what I'm watching on that one. So here's that chart of the circle where largest orders. As soon as it went public, you can see number 2 largest order, number 10. So these are like, what's the 314 million, 45 million order, and then number 3 came 250 million, number 8 58 million. And as it started pushing, people started taking profit, and I think I'm pretty sure these are profit taking levels because I have seen it many times. Anytime stock goes 3, 4, 5 times in a very short period of time, people will take a profit. It is just absolutely normal when stock goes 500-600% in a very short period of time for people to pretty much lock the gains. So this is what has been happening in the last few days. If you take a look at these orders, so the largest number 1 came in at 240, which is 546 million was dumped at 240, and at 230 183 million, and then at 240 another 67 million, and then earlier today what's the 55 million, number 9. So I'm believing that these are all selling orders, people taking profit, and as soon as stock trades below these levels, and anytime it tries to bounce into these zones, if it sees more selling pressure, that means yes, there are sellers, there are people willing to sell at these levels, and stock will pretty much keep rejecting these levels until it digests this level. But for me, yes, it does look like it is about to, volume about to fade and implied volatility crush as well. But at the same time, it can have a larger day. Like today, it had 15% move in a single day, and then it gapped down overnight. So this is a volatile name, and this is what you are playing with essentially. So it can go up big, it can go down big. It has been already rallying pretty crazy. So as volume fades, I would expect the range get tighter. Sure, it has very high IV right now, even though, I mean, for this week, we have only 3 days, it is implying like it can move $29 up or down. So it will get tighter and tighter, and IV will crush regardless of what kind of options you're holding. Even though if price can go your way, if you bought it at an elevated IV price, those contracts could lose value. So this is what happens when IV goes, I mean, the stock turns into IV crush mode. So this is what I'm watching. And in terms of option activity, let's take a look at Circle. So there are some still call buyers were coming in, but they were not significant, like 297, $300 call. Yesterday I was talking about them releasing more strikes, which means less pressure, and people were buying all over the place strikes. Like even look at this one, so $152,000 this week, $435 strike, and it's looking like it was purchased at the asking price, which means it's bullish. But again, these could be worthless, because I mean, why would you expect in 2 days this stock to go up double again? This is not a small cap. This is a $50 billion stock. You're essentially saying that it's going to go to, I mean, 100 billion. I mean, I have seen these things happen, of course, but there are more put buyers, 180, 225, 255. But again, these are large as well. So the largest I'm seeing also for next week, 235 call. I don't know if, I mean, this is very large, 550. I don't know what to make of it in a sense that is option market bullish or bearish. Yeah, there's some crazy call buying, but there's some put buying as well. But if you take a look at the total volume from today's, just like yesterday we had like almost like 300,000 puts traded and then 200,000 calls traded. Today, 268,000 puts traded total and 200,000 calls traded. And if you take a look at the put to call ratio, there are more puts that were executed at the asking price versus calls. So only 21% of the calls that traded, total volume, traded at the asking or above price, meaning they were purchased. So same with the puts, but a little bit more, 30%. So to me, it does look like maybe people are selling calls and again buying puts, but we will see what the price does. But I am going to be watching 5-day as a pivotal area. This is where it's sitting right now. So what it does tomorrow, I have no clue. The day after tomorrow, but I'm pretty sure at some point it will be filling those gaps, and it will eventually test that $83 level before, I mean, this stock could go potentially come back to these levels. And if it was 100 billion, okay. But that's the video. That's the update. That's what I'm watching for Circle. See you in the next update. And this is not a buy or sell recommendation. These are purely for educational and entertainment purposes only. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.